Hey everybody, I'm here with my Tuesday talk. It's later in the day, it's quite a bit later. I just finished teaching, but it is still Tuesday. I got caught up in some things today, but I wanted to make sure that I still popped on. So today we're talking about small steps leading up to big progress. So one of the things that I've noticed, and I certainly did this myself, is that when I would try and make health changes and health improvement, usually related to my weight, I always thought that in order for the big change that I really felt needed to happen, I needed to do something really, really big, like make this big, massive change, cut out an entire food group, buy a 2-year gym membership and commit to going every day. And I would do it time and again, these different things, these big grand gestures, and then I would end up giving up partway through. And now that I understand behavior change a little bit better, I understand why that never worked. And the secret here is consistency over intensity and taking small, manageable steps that you can continue over a long stretch of time. Sometimes it almost feels a little bit too easy. Like, how can just drinking water before my breakfast every day make a difference? Like, I had over 100 pounds to lose. I thought, this is not going to be enough. But this is the thing. That plus tracking my food, plus being aware of my portions, plus moving my body in a way that was sustainable, added up over time. And that's where the big change happened. So if you're finding that you're wanting to make some health goals, the secret is don't make them too big. Like in the clinic, I talk to people about, if I was asking, if I was a financial advisor and we were sitting down and said, okay, you really want to save up for something, you want to pay off this big debt. If I asked you to give up your vehicle, that would be hard. That's a massive lifestyle change. You got to figure out bus routes. You got to get a bus pass. Where do you even buy a bus pass? You've taken away your independence, etc. On the flip side, if I said to you, okay, in order for you to pay down this debt, or in order for you to save up for that down payment on the house, or for that big trip you want to take, let's have only 3 coffees out instead of 5 per week. Let's, instead of eating out twice a week, let's just try eating out once a week or twice a month. We cut little bits here and there. We don't feel it quite as much. And then we're able to do it in the long term. Whereas if you're giving up your vehicle, I bet you take a couple of weeks, a month, and you'd be like, this is ridiculous. It's too inconvenient. It's too big of a leap. It's too much of a change, right? So this is the same with our health goals. If I said to you, you need to rearrange your entire schedule so that you can fit in 5 to 7 hours at the gym, hello, like that's going to happen. And even if it does, it's going to happen for such a short period of time. You're going to give it up because you're going with this massive blow of intensity, but it's not sustainable, right? So we want things to be sustainable. Now, even when it comes to small steps, you might think that it's a small step, and if you're struggling to achieve that particular goal, that action item that you've set out, that small step may still be too big for you right now, especially with everything that's going on. So, I love the story of one coach that I follow, and he's like, somebody was coming that I want to be more active. I want to get out there. I want to walk just 20 minutes a day, 3 times a week. That's a really manageable goal for most people. 20 minutes isn't that long. We can find 20 minutes. The person was really struggling to make that goal, even though logically, like, I can find the time. They just weren't able to get there. You know what that means? The step was too big, right? The step was too big. Nobody gets to the top of the mountain in one single leap. It's bit by bit we get there. So step 1 was, where are your shoes? Okay, so find the running shoes. That was step 1. We figured that out, okay. Next was, put the running shoes on, like untie the running shoes. When I used to walk every morning, because I used to do that, I did that for a long time, just for half an hour, if my clothes were not laid out the night before and my running shoes were not untied, there was a chance that I was not going to go walking, to be perfectly honest. It was like, I got to untie my shoes. Maybe not. We have to make it so easy, right? So the step is, get the shoes, put them at the front door, untie them. Yeah, those are 3 micro steps that we're taking towards that small step of getting out and walking. Same with making healthier choices in the kitchen. It's a lot easier to think about fruit and vegetables when they're right in front of us. So if our step is choose fruits and vegetables more often, really the pre-step to that is make them more accessible, have them in the house, prepare them ahead of time, have them visible. Yes? So Those small steps, though, you may think to yourself, how is cutting up carrots and having them in the fridge, how is untying my shoes, how are those things getting me to this giant goal that I might have of reversing heart disease, fixing my mobility issues, losing the weight that I want to lose, feeling more energetic? It's these small steps over time that add up, because it is not about intensity, it is about consistency. And if it is something that you can do every single day, then you are far more likely to be successful in the long run. Thank you so much for watching my special late night edition of Tuesday Talks from my backyard. This is one of my favorite spots. Isn't this beautiful? It's one of my favorite plants in my garden, so I thought I would share it with you today. Anyways, have a great night. Until next week.